In this video, I'm going to give you an update on the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3 5G. Now, this phone has finally broken, and just a few months ago, I made a video about an update. I've had this more than a year. It's almost 1 year and a half now, and this has finally got some issues and it's broken. So I'll show you the first one. We're just getting into it, which is that the big screen doesn't turn on anymore if the cover screen is on. So I can't use this as a folding phone anymore, as a normal phone, I guess. Now, to turn that on, it does actually turn on if you have this locked and you unlock the phone, then the big screen does turn on. So that is interesting, and it does work. It's got the touch screen working. It does work. Now, that's one issue. So I can't actually use this phone as a normal phone because you would open it up and then you would close it. If I'm using as a closed phone, it doesn't open up. Now, the reason is the hinge has broken, and I'm not sure if there's a ribbon cable that's loose or something. It kind of feels like there is a ribbon loose, the ribbon cable. If there is a ribbon cable that they're using through the hinge, it sort of is lost, and I'll show you what I mean. So if I go ahead and turn the phone off, and I'll show you what the problem is, and hopefully if you have some sort of understanding, you'll know what the issue is. So if I go into the camera application, you'll see it's actually split side by side, and that's because it thinks the fold is kind of like this, like it's not fully opened. So it assumes that we're in this laptop kind of mode where you'd have a keyboard, or you would have like a touchpad down here, and then you can move the cursor around. This is a function on the fold phones, and I've had this fully open, but it doesn't go into the full open mode. Now, it isn't a big issue because in applications it does just work as normal folding phone. So you would read books. If you read books like this, you've got the other books, and it works. Even YouTube works. This all works. Everything it's all just fine. So it works as a normal phone. But the other issue is, so that's one issue. It doesn't really open up properly. The other issue is when it's opened, as in when I'm using it as a tablet phone, it doesn't go into landscape mode anymore. And this is with all applications. I have to force it into landscape mode, even if that's turned on. It doesn't work anymore because it's stuck in portrait orientation. And also the speakers are disconnected. The speakers don't work anymore at all. And actually just recently, just today, I've learned sometimes they work when it's closed. If I go on this, a huge part of my photography career was shot with a DSLR. This might be my career actually. So the bottom speaker is working. So just today, the top one has stopped working. So there's that. So now the top one doesn't work, the bottom one does work, which means I can't use this for making calls. So when you're watching a video, you'd normally go into landscape mode and you would be able to hear the stereo sound, but this only has one speaker working now. The second one is disconnected or is blown up or something, and sometimes it doesn't work when it's closed, and I have to sort of open it up a bit and then close it back down, and then you can hear the speaker sort of click. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but you can hear it connecting and disconnecting physically. So it just explodes, kind of all that sound goes in, and then the sound comes through. But now obviously the one of them is gone, and now I only have this one. And when you're making calls, that doesn't work anymore unless you put it into speaker mode. Now I've been using this with Bluetooth headphones and headset, so that way the speaker issue isn't that much of an issue. Is okay, but as a normal phone, this kind of doesn't really work. I mean, I want to now read a book, it doesn't open up. So now I am going to hang on onto this phone for a little bit longer. Now I know this is like completely broken, and I do want to get a new phone, but I'm actually just gonna wait a little bit more, and I'm planning on actually getting a new phone in the new year. So when that starts, I'll just get a new phone. But this one is kind of broken. I mean, it's a really nice phone. I like it, and nothing to dislike about it as well is. But of course, it's a folding phone. I don't know how long these hinges last, but I've actually been using this as normal phone. Now I did intend to use it just for reading when I open it up, but I've been using it most of the time, opened up, close it, open it up all the time, just like a normal phone. I don't know how many times I close and open it up, but it's finally given in. So it's 1 year and a half that's how long it's lasted me. And I mean, for me that's okay, because I do kind of buy a new phone every year just to keep this whole YouTube thing a little bit more live. But for normal people, this isn't good. The longevity of these folding phones isn't really all that good. So I will be going back to a slab phone, because I think I now have a tablet which is separate, and that's just so I can keep the YouTube thing a bit more live going. So I have tablets that's separate. These phones are going to be separate. So this is definitely, you know, a two-in-one. But I'm just stepping away from this folding stuff. I do love it. I mean, the multitasking is just amazing. But I want to get the Google Pixel because it has a really good camera, and yeah, that's where I'm going. So I'll leave it here. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in another video.